I could have lost my whole arm actually. In the past couple of days it has been a whirlwind of events, all negative, all terrible, and so Jake Paul literally kissed the canvas during a brutal sparring session, collapsing out of nowhere. The fight world is going absolutely crazy right now, according to sources. Jake went down hard because of some kind of health complication, and now fans are seriously freaking out. So guys, I'm in the hospital. I had an accident. For those of you who've been living under a rock, Jake's gearing up for the biggest fight of his career against the one and only Mike Tyson. Yeah, you heard that right, Tyson versus Paul, going down on November 15th, 2024. This is the fight everyone's been hyped for, and Jake has been putting in work. But now this collapse has thrown a major wrench in those plans, and it's looking like the fight might actually be in jeopardy. I mean, imagine this, you're 11 days away from stepping into the ring with one of the scariest fighters in history, and suddenly your body just shuts down during training. The collapse has already sparked all kinds of rumors. Some people are saying Jake's been overtraining, others think there's a deeper health issue we don't know about yet. Either way, this is the last thing Jake needs right now, especially with Tyson lurking in the background, ready to throw hands. Let's break it down. Why for an ambulance? Yes, 2 ambulances. So before we get into what just went down, let's rewind a bit. The highly anticipated Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight is set for November 15th, 2024. Yeah, that's right, Jake's stepping into the ring with the one and only Iron Mike Tyson, a legend in boxing, versus an influencer turned boxer. This is the fight the world never thought they'd see, but Jake's been hyping it up like crazy, talking big about how he's ready to take down Tyson. And let's be honest, Jake's been training hard for months. You know the deal. He's always posting clips of him working out, sparring, and showing off his transformation. Me too, new team, woo. But recently fans started noticing something a little off. Jake's body seemed too shredded, too bulked up. People were starting to question if he was going the natural route or if he had some extra help. Now picture this, you know how Jake's been flexing that brand new 20 million mansion. Just CED showing it off all over social media like it's his biggest flex. Yet yes, it is time for an updated house tour. We put $2 million into this house. Jake's been living large, but here's where it all takes a turn. In the middle of one of his intense, over-the-top workouts in his decked-out gym, Jake suddenly collapsed. And not just a quick stumble. And get this, it all went down in his own house. Yep, that same mansion he's been showing off. It's the place where he had to be carted off on a gurney after his body completely gave out. Get this, sources close to the situation are saying it's all due to severe dehydration. It's not just because he's been working out too hard. Oh no, it's because Jake's been juicing up on steroids and his body is shutting down. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of what exactly went down. It was a pretty casual day at the gym, nothing too out of the ordinary. Jake was doing what Jake does best, working out hard, preparing for his showdown with Mike Tyson. He was sparring with a partner, going through his usual routine. Everything seemed fine until it wasn't. Out of nowhere, Jake collapsed mid-session. Like 1 second he's throwing punches and the next he's fade down on the mat. Totally out of it. Things got real serious real fast. Jake had to be rushed to the hospital immediately. His trainers were in shock, his team scrambling to figure out what happened, and the fight world, oh, it's losing its collective mind right now. I mean, an athlete collapsing isn't totally unheard of, but just 11 days before the fight, that's the absolute worst timing ever. The big fight against Mike Tyson is literally just around the corner. And now this happens, and now here's where things get even juicier. Fans are seriously raising their eyebrows. And it all connects back to one thing: Jake's looking a little too bulky lately. I'm talking about how Jake went from the lean YouTube star we all knew to this beefed-up heavyweight titan in what seems like overnight. Get this, people have been speculating for a while now that Jake might be on the juice, you know, using steroids or some kind of performance enhancers to get that quick bulk-up transformation. And honestly, you can see where they're coming from. If you look at Jake's body transformation, it's pretty wild. 1 minute, he's pulling pranks on YouTube. The next, he's stepping into the ring with legit boxing skills and a physique that's almost unrecognizable. The dude got huge in a short amount of time and fans couldn't help but notice. It's like, how did Jake suddenly get this jacked? Did he just put in hours at the gym? Or is there something more going on? People have been talking about it for months now, but after this recent collapse, the rumors are kicking into high gear. Fans on social media are buzzing with theories that Jake's health complications could be linked to steroid use. And let's be real, steroids aren't exactly a walk in the park. They can help you pack on muscle, sure, but they also come with a ton of dangerous side effects. If Jake is on something, it could explain why his body just gave out. Let's break down the risks. Steroid use can lead to a whole bunch of health issues, including high blood pressure, heart problems, and you guess it, collapses during intense physical activity. When you push your body to the extreme, especially with the help of steroids, it can have serious consequences. Athletes who use them can feel invincible, but the truth is your body can only take so much before it breaks down. And the thing is, steroids don't just bulk you up, they mess with your body's natural balance, impacting your heart, your muscles, and your ability to recover. That's why athletes who use them often deal with injuries, fatigue, or like we just saw with Jake, total physical burnout. Now, we don't know for sure if Jake's been using performance enhancers, but let's just say if he has been, this collapse isn't all that surprising. Those steroids are messing with his natural hydration levels, throwing off his electrolyte balance. When you overload your system with performance-enhancing drugs, it screws with how your body holds on to water. Steroids increase something called mineralocorticoid activity. Basically, that's a fancy way of saying your body can't regulate its sodium and water balance properly. So what happens when Jake keeps pushing himself to the limit while on these substances? Boom, dehydration hits hard. The muscles might be looking bigger, but inside Jake's body is in full-on crisis mode. All those Instagram-worthy ABS don't matter when your kidneys are like, "We're done here." His heart rate was going through the roof, blood pressure out of control, and he had no choice but to be wheeled out of his mega mansion on a gurney. You want to lay back. Let's not forget, if Jake's health complications are tied to steroids, this could have a massive impact on his fight with Mike Tyson. First off, using performance enhancers is a huge risk in the boxing world. If Jake's taking anything illegal, it could jeopardize the entire fight. There's strict testing for these things. And if Jake gets caught with something in his system, he could be in serious trouble, not just with Tyson, but with boxing commissions and fans alike. On top of that, steroids can make you feel like a superhero in the gym, but they also mess with your body's ability to recover. Athletes who rely on them often push themselves too far, thinking they can handle it, until their body just says nope and shuts down. So that's all I have for you today. What do you think about Jake collapsing just 11 days before fight? Fill the comments section with your thoughts, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, peace out.